Look, it may take a while. I want to wait this bench over there.
I'll be back.
Gronk's back! He's back! Gronkowski is back. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Hope y'all like that DMX right there. I've been missing y'all. Been real busy lately, so I haven't been able to do anything. Well, let's get right off going to it. Upcoming games this week. We got myself versus Grace laying out. Grace is go and text A&M. Hope she has a good time. My team is hurt as hurt gets. I calculated I have 9 people who are questionable or either probable. So I think Grace might get me. I mean, my team is more hurt than a white man that goes to the ghetto at nighttime. So we're hurt pretty bad. Give a special shout out to Michael, who's in the house. Everybody say hi to Michael. Bonesaw, if you don't know him, Bloggle. That's Bonesaw. He's ready! Best record in the league. Other games, we got Bloggle versus Middle Sal. I'm on the Bloggle train. I believe he's about to make a run for the 6th seed. I think Bloggle is going to do it. So, Bloggle, don't steer me wrong. I got faith at you. Steven, your team is as bad as the following football teams. The Vikings, the Atlanta Falcons, the Redskins, and the Steelers. So, unleash the Bloggle! Just like Tebow, you need to be unleashed, and I think you're about to be unleashed. We got some rivalry games this week. Got 3 of them, so pretty good. First, we got a former roommate battle. Brooke Bonnie versus Nick Ginn, former roommates of last year. So that'll be a pretty good one. Brooke's team has not been doing good this year. She's putting up pretty good points, about 6th most, I think, but just not. But Nick's team's not doing bad. It might be probably the most competitive game we got this week. And I think Nick's going to still end up winning. Sorry, B. Your team ain't got it. We got the fucktard game, round 3. We got Jacob versus John Mark. Last year, John Mark got so mad at Jacob that he called him a fucktard over the thread. Automatic Thread Hall of Fame moment was right there. So, we'll never know. Well, I do know Gronk is back! He's back! So get excited about that. And last, we got a Sal Bowl. We got Little Sal versus Papa Sal. Can Bonesaw be ready? I think he can. And will his luck continue to work? Mr. Frick's putting up way more points than everybody else. But he keeps losing. He's lost 2 games. It's crazy. My predictions, I think Grace is going to beat me. I'm going to lose someone who drafted Dexter McCluster in the 5th round. So that's going to be me. Bloggle, I think Bloggle needs to unleash! Unleash like Tebow was unleashed. Because, Bloggle, all we do is win. You get that? Auburn, all we do is win. Unleash the song. It all comes together. Bloggle, I'm pulling for you. I'm on the Bloggle bandwagon. Another winners, I think John Mark is going to win his game. I think that Gronk coming back might jumpstart you a little bit. We'll see. Russell Wilson did good for you earlier. Nick, I think you to win. Nick, I really need you to make an enemy in this league. I need you to cuss at somebody, to cheat on someone. Steph won't care. It's fantasy football. She understands. I need you to do something because I'm having hard times coming up with awards and stuff with you, Nick. So I need something for you to do. And for the Sal Ball, I think Mr. Rick's going to win. Papa knows best, so that'll be good. Power rankings. I accidentally deleted the JCS text email, so all I have is my power rankings. So I'm apologizing, Jacob. He's really mad. Look at him. Mad inside. Drinking Coke Zero in my bed, making crumbs. Unbelievable. So power rankings, how they went this week. We got Bonesaw, which is Michael, Papa Sal, Jacob, Grace, myself, Nick, Bloggle, Unleash! John Mark, Steven, Middle South Salonitri, and Brooke at the last thing. It's really tossed up between Steven and Brooke. Both your teams are pretty awful. For playoff odds, I think the top 5 spots are pretty set between myself, Rick, Mike, Jake, and Grace. I think those spots are pretty much set up. Those teams, all of them have 4 wins, and they've been, with points-wise, they've been doing very well. The 6 is up for grabs. Nick's team's taking a little beat. He would need Steven Jackson's to get back real quick, real fast. So I think that's time for you, Bloggle, to come back. Unleash! Bloggle. So some awards. You got some awards, some mid-season, some good ones, some old ones. So we're bringing them back. The Flake Award. Someone you call Flake is when you do they say they're going to do something, they haven't done it. That goes to Jacob Cook. I beat Jacob in fantasy football, and we had a bet as a roommate that you had to kiss Morgan's Asian girlfriend. She's 26-year-old. She speaks very little English, and he dates her. And one of us, the loser, was going to have to kiss it. It has been 3 weeks, and he has yet to kiss her. Every time he walks in the room, I have to be there when it happens, for proof, of course. And so every time I see it, Jacob's eyes go, it freaks out and leaves. He can't handle it. Stop being a flake! He's the flake. He wins the flake award. Also, yes, speaking of that, Jacob's a backstabber as well, but we're going to leave it at that. The Kobe Bryant award goes to John Mark. You beat Brooke by 45 points this week, which is the largest margin of victory. Congratulations. You're a rapist. The Chris Brown award goes to the people who beat the women from last week. That goes to Jacob and Mark Junkins. What do you know? The fucktard game goes to the two people who who beat the girls last week. Stop being a flake. The League Superhero Award goes to Sal Salinitri. When I'm saying that, Steven, this is your third year playing fantasy football. And you know how the Spider-Man movies go. The first movie was okay. The second movie was pretty good. And then the third movie was fucking horrible. Well, Steven, the first Spider-Man movie, it was pretty good. It was okay. The second one was pretty good, and the third one's horrible. And that's how your season's going. So you are the League Superhero Award. I don't know if I'd want that one. The Wilt Chamberlain Award, the Wilt Chamberlain Award, I think we're just going to have to retire. I don't like it. I'll think of a better name for it. The Krause Award, that goes to the low score. That goes to Brooke. Brooke, you scored 64 points. I wonder since you won the Krause Award if you think he has a shot with you since you have his award now. You never know with old Krause. The You Are What You Eat Award goes to Nick Ginn. Nick Ginn, you live in Atlanta. You live for Atlanta sports. Atlanta sports, 6 seed, out the first round of the playoff. Nick Ginn, that's just been your motto lately. Just knocking out, just like the Atlanta teams. The Chicago Cub Awards. Chicago Cubs, their famous thing is, wait till next year. We got next year. That goes to Steven and Brooke. I think it's time, to start trading things. If you could hoard up draft picks, but we really don't do that. But that's what would be your thing. The John Will rule. That's the rule where you get voted out. John Will has gone out. We're going to do it this year because it's the best, and I love it. And so we got odds. Odds of John Will. 4-1 Grace. 5-2 John Mark Junkins. 8-3 Bloggle. 9-2 Steven. 10-1 me. 11-2 Jacob Flake Cook. Everyone else think they're pretty much safe. I think this is going to come down between John Mark and Grace. So we don't know. It's going to be really interesting. You got the previous champ, and you got someone who's doing good, but then was crazy in hell last year, and doesn't contribute to the thread at all with you, Grace. Get your game up. So let the lobbying again. Start sending texts. How many direct messages can Bloggo get? I saw where he's accepting direct messages now. I saw that on your Twitter feed. So invade him. Try to get a quarterback from him. Damn. Let's see. Well, that's really all we got. We got some prayers and shout out. John Mark, we're thinking about you with all your dad. Please let us know if you need anything for real. That's on the real on that. Congrats to Stephanie and Nick. They got engaged from the last time I did that. I'd like to send a prayer out to the AU Tigers. We're going to Johnny Football World. I think we got a good chance, if we limit turnovers, and I think we can do it. I think we can stop them. They did not look that great against Ole Miss. So I think we got that. Prayer again to all wives and girlfriends because we spend too much time doing this. We'd rather spend time doing fantasy football than being fathers or going to school and all that. Parents, thanks for paying tuition. Special shout out to Anna Cook, Jordan Rogers, Brooklyn, Mama Goldbergs, Carl Lawson, Laurie Simmons. Nice, Mike. Nice. And to all the niggers in the struggle, again, love y'all. See y'all later. In bed.